Or mute. There we go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Glad you're all here. We have, you guys can stop. You don't have to mute anymore. I have a guest for you tonight, Carla Redpill. Everyone here? Okay.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. Welcome to the show, Carla.
Well, thank you.
Welcome, Carla.
Thank you guys for inviting me. This is cool.
Sure.
We're so glad you're here.
Surprise. Thank you.
Great. All right, then. I am going to ask you some questions if you don't mind, Carla. Okay, then first question. And when did you become aware of the Mandela effect?
September 23rd, 2015. A friend of mine called me and surprised me with Berenstein Bears. Blew me away.
Wow. So you're familiar with the Mandela effect pretty early on there, yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't go back to 2010 like Fiona Broome, but I had never even heard of it before that. I'd never even heard of the term until the day that I
Actually, that's the Mandela effect too for a lot of us. For a lot of us,
really,
Fiona Broome had heard of it 2012. Now it's 2010. But anyway.
That's crazy. No, it wasn't 2010.
Yeah, it was 12. A lot of us remember.
Yeah, I remember 12. Okay.
However,
sorry.
No.
Okay.
This is different for us all. But anyway, what was the first Emmy that made you realize this was more than just a trending YouTube topic?
I knew it the day that I was told about the Berenstein Bears. When I was asked the question, do you remember the family that lived in the tree? They were hillbillies. I immediately, it was almost like I was being given an upload the minute that I was asked that question, because Berenstain was wanting to come out of my mouth, and I knew that that was wrong. And it blew me away. I knew there was something wrong immediately. And so my friend and I sat and talked about it, and he quizzed me. And I think I got 17 out of like 20 of the questions that he quizzed me, I got wrong, which, were right for me.
Right.
Which made me highly affected, I guess. Yeah. So there were only like 3 that I kind of, waver. I still waver back and forth on some of my flip-flop back and forth. So, but the biblical changes were, there was just no denying at that point that there was something super bizarre going on.
Yeah. What are your top 3 Anchor Emmys?
My top 3 Anchor Emmys, probably, Billy Graham dying. 3 times for me.
Wow.
Yeah, Sex in the City and Interview with a Vampire.
Wow.
Those are the ones, aside from Berenstein, which is pretty much, most of us, that's
Mhm.
our go-to. That's the obvious one.
Okay, and when did you create your channel?
I've had a YouTube channel I've had several channels. I'm not sure how old this one is. But I was Carla Redpill back in the early 2000s on AOL. And um, so it just kind of, I don't know, it's several years, I guess, in between all of my channels, probably 5 or 6 years, something like that. And I'm just, I never had any content on any of my channels until just the last year, something like that. I just didn't have any interest in doing it. I didn't even know how to do it. So,
I didn't either before the Mandela effect. I'm finally a subject.
right.
Really interesting. Okay. And why did you decide to call yourself Carla Redpill?
Well, I love the movie The Matrix. I
Me too.
used to love the movie The Matrix. I still watch. I've probably seen the movie 100 times. And so after seeing that movie, I was doing a lot of just research into all kinds of conspiracy theories. Just about anything you can think of, I've looked into. And it was just a catchy name. Trinity was already taken. So,
Okay. Right. And in your opinion, what do you believe is causing the Mandela effect to happen?
I guess I've kind of evolved with that over the past few years. In the beginning, I thought that it was a government psyop, I think. Then CERN, of course, I was focused on CERN and did a lot of digging into that. Demonic entities. Right now, I'm leaning more towards these are signs that we're being given by the Creator to wake us up, because I think there's something bigger about to happen. I think that I don't know, I won't get into too much religion, but I just believe that we're living in end times, and that there's a major deception that's getting ready to happen in the world, and that veils are being lifted, and that we are being allowed, certain people are being allowed to see. I think everybody would be capable of seeing this stuff if their eyes were opened, if they would just open up their eyes and their minds and their hearts. I think everybody could see it, but I think that people are just so closed off that they're not able to. But I think that the people that are seeing it are the people whose eyes and hearts and minds are open, and maybe we've experienced things in the past and didn't know what they were, but they were all leading up to this point to prepare us for something bigger that's about to happen. And I don't, when I say end times, I don't mean that in a negative way. I think an end can be a beginning too. So something incredible.
Okay, good. Yeah. And do you believe there's a common thread or attribute among those who are affected?
Something that I've run into is that a lot of us have had, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of us have had near-death experiences. A lot of us had difficult childhoods. A lot of people I know had issues with either alcoholism or addiction. I don't think that contributes to it. I think I think it's because a lot of us are empathetic, and so we just carry a lot of emotion around with us, not just internal emotion, but emotion for other people. Like we take on other people's emotions, and then
Empathy, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I guess we try to hide those feelings or whatever with drugs or alcohol when we were younger. And I know I struggled with it, and and I still drink every now and then. It relaxes me because we're living in stressful times, and I know
Occasionally, yeah, that's how I use my sweets and indulgence. I do it as a de-stressor.
right.
And but yeah, I have myself have died a few times, and interesting. And it's just funny. Sometimes I think maybe we all died somehow, but I don't know. I can't make too much of that. I don't know what else.
Yeah, I had considered that at one point.
Yeah, the
Early on.
parallel reality. It's just not as real as concrete as the other one. So something that says it's not home here somehow.
Yeah, this is it's definitely not the world I grew up in. I don't
Yeah,
know how to
me
explain
neither.
it. And it's not just culture changing, everything's changing. The signs in the skies and the sun and the moon and the stars and just people in general emotionally just feel like they're dead. Like
Mm-hmm.
like most people here in this place are dead spiritually and emotionally, and it's a bizarre place that we're in now.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like we can know everything. It might be something beyond us, that to know. It doesn't go with our thinking and laws of physics and everything, and how we think of reality. It could be beyond that.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Next question. Do you see the Mandela effect as a negative or positive phenomenon? You kind of answered that. And do you think it's a beneficial to the affected in any way? And you pretty much answered that. Okay, so has the Mandela effect affected your personal life and relationships in any way? For example, angering your friends and family. Do you know
Oh,
anyone who is also affected you can talk with about them?
I don't know anybody in my real life who is affected. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 2.5 years, and we met online. And one of the things that brought us together, there were several things. Like we both love the movie Tombstone, and we both love hunting and fishing, and we both ride motorcycles. And but one of the other things was that we were both Mandela affected, and we were both interested in um, a lot of conspiracy theories, but being Mandela affected was just something that brought us together, and it was something we used to joke about, and every time one of us would find a new effect, we would hit the other one with it, and it was sort of a game. It's like I think for you, and so it was this is a tough question for me because it always brings tears to my eyes because he about well, it was last September, so a little over a year ago. I woke up one day, I had been taking a nap. I woke up and everything about him, not everything about him had changed, but that part of him was gone. And and it's like almost every day he's farther and farther and farther away from it. Just like the memories of us ever having that connection have just almost disappeared now. Every once in a while it's a flash, but it's gone just that quick again. And sometimes I'll look at him and he's just, his eyes are glazed over and he looks at me like I have no idea what you're talking about. And he's even gotten angry with me before. I mean, not where he would yell or anything like that, but just frustrated and aggravated that I'm still talking about this stuff that makes no sense to him. So
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's How can what Mandela effect, excuse me, the Mandela effect can do, I guess. It's things like that. Okay, and let's see. Have you ever observed any changes happen in real time, whether an image changing in front of you, something in real life, geographic changes?
Well, I have some old hard copy, like 35 millimeter pictures. I've always taken tons and tons of pictures. And so I have a huge suitcase, a giant suitcase
Mm-hmm.
that is full of pictures of my kids. And so I started taking pictures of chemtrails and stuff like that years ago, and just strange things that I would see, things that, and I've had pictures physically change while I'm looking at them, like more. Which, it's kind of like in Back to the Future, when Marty's family starts to disappear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Not to that extent where people are disappearing, but where things in the picture are fading out, or something else will become more obvious and right in front of my eyes. So, and then also I had there was an empty lot by my house for my entire life. I drive past it, well, 3 times a week or something like that. I've always driven past it. I've lived here in this area since first and second grade, so I know this area really well. It's less than a mile away from my house, maybe 2.5 miles, 3/4 of a mile. And I would drive by this huge empty lot, which is about a block and a half lot, and it's full of all these like walnut trees and weed trees, mulberry trees, and just grown up weeds and stuff. And it's always been that way. Nobody's ever taken care of it. And even in the past, I've even thought, why don't they clean that up? Just.
Right.
And one day I drove past it, and there was about a 120 unit apartment building there.
Mm.
And I thought, my God, they put that up fast. And I went to, I got to looking at it and looking into it and doing research on it. And evidently it had been there since the 1970s.
Mm.
And that's when I first moved here in the early 70s. And I thought, really, at that point, I kind of thought I was losing my mind. And then I thought, well, was I lost? Was I on another street? What's going on? Um, Not long after that, I went back by there and it was gone. And so that frightened me. It
Mm.
makes you wonder, did I really see that?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, your logical mind needs to make up excuses or what, try to make sense of it, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, I did research through City Hall and through city records, and now it doesn't exist. I can't find it anywhere. It's not like I had a dream. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Did I shift? How
Yeah,
long
seems like it.
did
I, in
it-
my opinion, you probably did. Yeah.
so I don't know if I did that in another reality and didn't do it here, and it didn't happen here. If I saw that in another reality, it's a bizarre place to be when you um, when you question, what you see with your own eyes, which I know I did see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's like a friend and I went to the park and we noticed this is a short little concrete wall set on where we used to just walk right through there. And we're looking at it and we said, this wasn't here. They put up a new wall. He said, we're looking at, I said, this is not new cement. This is really old. It looked like real old wall, how would they age it that fast, So that
Right.
was strange, all of a sudden there was this little wall that long. Anyway, okay, interesting. And in your opinion, do you think the Emmys are slowing down, speeding up, or vary throughout the year?
I think it varies. I've had a couple the personal, I mean, I don't know about personal ones, but just some that jumped out at me this summer that I really hadn't seen anybody else. If something just jumps out at me and it hits me, and it hits me really hard. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? So I'll immediately start researching, and I'll go on Google and Wiki and see if anybody else has seen this. Am I the only person that's seen this? So I've had a couple of personal ones. Myself, for me, I would say it's speeding up. Um, I think in the community as a whole, I think, I mean, everybody's seeing something different. So for some people, it's kind of standing still. There are people you'll see people that will come into specific like Mandela effect pages on Facebook, and they'll say, they'll show a change that I saw 3 years ago, or that I saw last year or 6 months ago, or maybe something that somebody posted, way back when I first was Mandela affected. So, maybe it's just shifting. Maybe some of the stuff that we're seeing now is just, I don't, doing a rotation through the realities, or so something that's brand new for people. And, a lot of times I'll see stuff on different Mandela effect channels, and I'll say, well, I've already seen this. I've already been here. This is deja vu for me, and it'll be brand new for everybody else. And I know that I've seen it, and I know that Sandy has done the same thing, and Teresa's probably seen it too. Like, we've seen this before, but there's no proof of it. It's like, it's brand new. There's, the articles that we'll see on it are brand new on Wiki. There's like no, oh, this is a brand new animal and nobody's ever seen this before. It's a rediscovered animal. And it's like, well, they found that 4 years ago. So I don't know. I think it's fluid.
Okay. Right. Interesting. All right. Then
I'm going to interrupt for 1 second.
go
First
ahead.
to the chat, guys, I'm sorry. I had issues with Flickr earlier and couldn't get these images up. So I'm still working on these images while they're going to handle the show. But I'll be in the chat as soon as everything's done. I just wanted you to know I'm not ignoring anyone if anyone's saying hi. I can't even see the chat right now. So, Curious, sir, I am almost done. So if you want to show some things yourself, or ask Carla if she has some things to share, and I'll let you know when I'm done this. But Carla, the one that I talked to you about earlier, hold off on that until I'm done.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I didn't pull up any images for it because I saw that you guys had so much residue on it. I thought I didn't want to overlap or double up on anything. So.
That sounds good. But yeah, so maybe the two of you could show some things. Well, I'm just going to stay muted while I do this. But Theresa, feel free to chime in on what they're showing. But I'm going to be doing this as quickly as possible. Flickr's finally, I had to update Flickr. That was the problem. It was giving me a lot of problems. And it had an update. All right, I'm muting again.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Next question, Carla. Do you think the changes to weather, cloud patterns, natural disasters, etc., are related to the Mandela effect?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think that weather is weather. It's always been here. It's constantly changing. There have always been natural disasters. So I don't necessarily believe in climate change and all of this. I just think, climate change is weather.
So to me, it's like nature's being Mandela affected, but really it's just actually another reality, because I noticed everything's different for me, kind of alien, like the cloud formations. I don't know if you looked up all these incredible places that exist now, and the animals are different. See, so for me it would be like they are Mandela affected, but yet it just could be just an alternate reality for me. I don't know, but
yeah, the cloud formations, we only had like four types of cloud formations when I was a kid that we had to learn the names of, and they all escape me right now. Cirrus clouds is one of them.
Yeah, same.
You know, yeah, I'm not thinking right now. It's just not on the top of my head.
Now
But
there's just
there's like, yeah, there's like 30 of them now. But I think that most of those are, either man-made or whatever's making the chemtrails, whether it's man-made or whether it's something spiritual that's creating them. And that's kind of a theory that I have too, that there's something else and there's something that's trying to hide our luminaries from us and keep us from seeing all the changes that are happening to the sun and the moon and what's going on up there, what the stars are and what the planets are. There's something that's trying to shield us from seeing that. It's like creating a veil. And we have weird cloud formations all the time, and they seem to be coming from these chemtrail planes, which I'm not entirely sure are that they are real, actual man-made planes. I think that they might be something like a spiritual entity, something created by spiritual entities, whether it's the Watchers, angels, demons, whatever it is. Something is trying to either draw our attention to the skies or distract us from seeing certain things. So.
Interesting. I like the way you put that. Yeah, that's very mysterious and maybe, but yet I feel, feel protected somehow from harm. Yeah. Okay, good. And do you think the laws of physics are changing?
Well, that's a bizarre question. Laws of physics. Yeah, I mean, I guess to some extent, if the Mandela effect is, if we're shifting realities, then it would have to be. But has it always been this way and we just haven't been aware of it?
Right. Exactly. It would just be something that happens.
Right. Or is it something that we've always been aware of, but something is messing with mankind, something is making us forget, like we get to the point where that we have a knowing and then we are reprogrammed through the powers that be, that they are not like computer programming, but they are unteaching us. Like they're taking away, do they take away our memories? Do they change our memories? Are there resets with human beings where they start and stop our memories? Because they say it only takes 1 or 2 generations for us to forget our history. So have we had these abilities before to remember things that the way that we do, or see things the way that we do now? Did we, were there people in the past who were Mandela affected and we forgot because it was written out of our history? I think that history is changing probably more than laws of physics. I think laws of physics have always kind of been the way that they are. We just we just forget that we have the ability to change our reality, I guess. I think.
Yeah. So trying to keep us ignorant of that and making us feel trapped or something.
Right.
Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah. Okay. And do you see anything happening in the future, either related to or because of the Mandela effect?
No, not directly because of the Mandela effect. I think the Mandela effect is a side effect of something else that's happening.
Okay.
That's going to happen in the future. Excuse me. Maybe the Mandela effect is sort of like a Stargate for us. Like it's our first step towards this next great thing. Us, I mean, because really most of us, other than digging around into some conspiracy theories, I think most of us had a pretty normal life before this.
Right.
We were just like everybody else. Maybe I think most of us who are affected at some point we were probably into what people would call fringe theories, whether it was UFOs or 9/11 truth or ghost or stuff like that. So I think most of us were kind of into. I've always looked into stuff like that, but Mandela effect, I think, has hit most of us harder than anything else. So people who are affected by Mandela effect, no matter how many truths that we've woken up to since then, it's the one that really hit us. That's just what I found in our community just by talking to people.
Mm-hmm. Great. And is there anything else you'd like to add or tell us that we didn't ask you?
Anything else? Gosh, I don't know. That's I don't know. I've been doing so much talking lately. I don't know. I guess something I could talk about is the fact that I've been seeing a lot of signs in the skies. And I think a lot of people have. I've been talking to a lot of people who have been seeing orbs, strange lights, objects. And when I say objects, I don't mean like man-made objects or interplanetary objects, but things. We are seeing things moving around and seeing things in the skies that are abnormal, that we feel like we have a connection with, things that they know that we know that we know that they know that we know that they can see us and we can see them. There's a connection between us and whatever's up there, and out there, not just up there, because I think I'm personally and other people, myself and other people have been talking about things that we're seeing, like shadow people, entities in the woods and the trees, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of stuff going on, cryptids and orbs, and I don't know. I think something has been opened. There's been something open, and maybe the Mandela effect lifted a veil away, or part of a veil being lifted away, that's allowing us, people that are Mandela affected, to see things that just normies can't see. Maybe they're just so true to their regular lives. So
definitely, yeah, makes you think. Okay, Sandy, Theresa, you can't come back yet.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'm staying muted. You guys are going to continue. I'm almost done.
I think Theresa was saying something about wanting to do some birthday shout outs or something. I don't know.
Theresa?
She did. Theresa? She's muted.
I'm here.
There she is. Birthday shout outs, Theresa.
Yes, ma'am. Can I do them?
Go right ahead.
Okay, here we go. And for the month of November, we have November 3rd, we have Juan Martinez. November 5th, we have Beth Shaw. And November 9th, Brooks. November 10th, Tammy Jong. November 11th, Thomas Franey. And November 12th, we have myself. Happy birthday. I'm not to myself, I guess. November 16th, we have Meeks, also a real name, Megan Belms. Rich Fasanic is November 26th, and I just missed somebody in the chat. I forgot they told me. Cheryl Geeks is November 20th. And last but not least, we have Keith Landy, November 29th. And I believe that's it. That's it for the birthday list.
Happy birthday, everyone. November. Happy birthday, Theresa.
Happy birthday, everyone.
And I don't have to go back till Wednesday. I'm off all weekend, and my return is Wednesday. And I'm going to enjoy my birthday weekend and go eat stuff myself with some free coupon foods.
Well, happy birthday.
Coupons. Yeah.
I said happy birthday, lady.
Thank you. I'm so far it's a good start.
Yeah, you told me how old you were today. I was really surprised. You certainly don't.
I'm not embarrassed to tell everybody. I am going to be 56 next Tuesday, and I'm really proud of it. And a lot of people don't believe me, so I whip out my driver's license, even though I don't have a car. I take the bus, and I get carded for not looking old enough for the senior citizen discount.
Yeah,
I'm not trying. You're not old enough. You get carded if you don't look old enough, and you get carded if you don't look old enough. I mean, if I can't win. I'm either not old enough or too young. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, they can keep those discounts. I ain't trying to use those up.
Yeah, but I want my 50. I want my 50 and up, or my 55 and up at Denny's.
Oh,
I got
nice.
a senior menu.
Yeah.
And I get hey, speaking of Denny's, I get to eat free on my birthday. Anybody out there who's celebrating a birthday coming up, go to Denny's. You get a nice big breakfast free, not including the drink and tip. So, anyhow, that was fun. Okay, so what are we going on to next? I talked about the birthday stuff.
How about Thanksgiving? What day is it? Is it the 3rd or the 4th of the month? Do you remember?
It was always the third Thursday of the month for me.
Me too.
Let's ask the chat.
3rd for me too.
3rd or 4th Thursday of the month, Thanksgiving. Which one is it for everyone?
Let's ask. Let me ask the chat. You want to ask him, Theresa?
The chat. I just asked it.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and ask if you want.
3rd. We got the 3rd, 4th. Toinette remembers the 4th. I've got the chat up here, guys. It's fine. Joseph says the 3rd. So far, we only have. Oh, we got another 3rd. What do you remember, Brian Stavely? He says the 28th. Thursday, the 28th. Esther Anders says the 3rd. True TNT says the 3rd. Oh, Brian Stavely says the 4th. Anybody else out there? Joseph said his mom told him the 3rd. Anybody else? When do you remember Thanksgiving? The 3rd week or the 4th week? Anyone? Tobin says the 3rd. Ace McLeod says the 24th. Brian Stavely the 4th. We got you, Brian. Trinette. PG 2424 says both for that. What the heck? Exactly 1 month from Christmas. Ace McLeod. Anybody else? Looks like the majority of the 3rd week wins, guys. If we're doing a see who wins the Yep, the 3rd week.
Okay, a lot of people do remember.
Majority wins. Oh, Cheryl Geek says my birthday is on the 20th, and Thanksgiving has never come before or on my birthday, so the 4th. So she remembers the 4th week. Interesting, Cheryl. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. My ex-husband's birthday was Kennedy was shot on the 20. Was he shot on the 23rd? No, he shot on 22nd. The 22nd. My ex-husband's birthday was November 23rd, but I clearly remember his birthday being on Thanksgiving. Them falling on the same day when we were married. At least 1 year. So.
Brian Stavely wants to know what the prize is.
Prizes. Oh no, then you want prizes.
Do you have any prizes?
No. Oh God.
Oh, I'm sorry. No prizes. I can give you one of my free birthday coupons if you can show ID for my name.
Winner, turkey dinner.
Brian, you have to donate to our PayPal, and then we can come up with some prizes.
Brian said his father was born on Thanksgiving the 28th of 1958, which was the 4th Thursday. Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. We did the Thanksgiving thing. What's the next thing we're moving on to?
Okay, well, we're going to talk about, let's see what we've got here. Let's see now. Monster Squad is now the Monster Squad.
Whoa.
Interesting. That's a new one for
Uh-huh.
me.
Yes, we're gonna card you, Brian.
Let's see. I'll go to it. Okay. Hold on. I just going through some effects I can think of. I know that we're going to go to Sandy's Flickr in a bit, but I have some too. I've been really busy lately with moving
Wow.
still,
Where'd
and
Sandy go?
so I need to. Okay, let's go to this. I just went to show everyone what the Monster Squad is. Okay, here it
Oh,
is, the
wow.
movie. Okay, the Monster Squad. Many remember just Monster Squad. Okay, without the.
You're gonna present. You're
So,
presenting it.
yeah,
Okay.
the movie.
You telling me
Here.
it's now the Monster Squad or Monster Squad?
It's the Monster Squad now. It was just Monster Squad for many of us.
No way.
It was just Monster Squad for me
I,
too. No, the
what do you guys remember in the chat? The Monster Squad or Monster Squad? And Curious is going to show you. I believe you're going to show them how it is now.
Yeah, I'm showing it right now. It's the Monster Squad.
Oh, okay. I think we are on a delay because on my screen it's not showing it yet on my laptop. I think it's like a delay or something.
Yeah, many
Monster
of us
Squad,
don't
Cheryl
know
Geek.
it's the.
What else do you guys remember? Monster Squad or the Monster Squad? Anyone out there? Anyone?
I don't remember Monster Squad at all. I have no
You
idea what
don't?
it
Really?
is. Yeah, I'm
the
old.
movie. Okay.
Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting.
If you're familiar with the movie, it's 1987. It's from.
It's an old
Okay.
one.
neat fact.
So.
Fred Savage in that movie. You see how young he is? I'm the same age.
Monster Squad. Aw. True TNT said thank you, Curious, for making the videos. He thinks you're awesome.
Oh, thank you. I have to get back to them. I haven't given up on those. I just been real busy, and I'm gonna be coming out with another video here soon. So thank you.
Oh, awesome. We look
Yeah,
forward to that, everyone, don't we?
good.
Once you get all settled in, right, Curious?
Yes, exactly. Here
Life
soon.
get back to
I
normal.
promise. I know, really.
PG 2424 thought it was Little Monsters. Uh-oh. What happened? Am I still in?
Okay.
Did I just get kicked out?
Next
Oh, okay, good.
effect is, I don't know. Should I show Sandy the Coke one?
Yeah, I threw it in another folder here, but yeah, you can definitely show the Coke one. Do you know what's different about it?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Look at this Coca-Cola, but it's just plain Coke. The merging letters. Okay, this one's new for me. Maybe old for some, but at the newest one on this one is the C and the O is now merged. Okay, but many, I guess, Sandy and Brian had known
Yes.
about the C and the E, or I'm sorry, the K and the E merged, which looks really bizarre. Look at that. My goodness. Anyway.
And the C and the O were touching before, but they weren't merged. They were like right up against each other. Now they're
Yeah.
like one. They're completely merged.
Yeah. Completely.
I thought you were talking about the fact that history changed with the Coca-Cola logo.
Yeah.
So if you just want to look up Coca-Cola logo images, you'll see it. History is now changed. It's always had the dash, like the actual dash, up until I think 19 or 18. I don't know the year, but that's what you're talking about. The Coca-Cola history has changed.
Mm-hmm.
Carla, were you aware of that one?
No, no, that's what I was going to ask. When's the last time they did a logo change and for just Coke?
Curious, sir. I'm
Oh,
going to
you're
send
talking
you
about
the
the
image.
dash versus the dot?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the image I'm talking about, Curious, sir. That way it's easier, so you can just show them what the heck I'm talking about. All right.
I think I know what you mean here. I got it right here. You mean this here?
Yes,
Can you
that.
see?
Up until
Yeah.
1941, the dash has always been there now.
Yeah.
Do you see that, Carla?
Yeah, the dash. I flip flop on this one. I mean, there are times. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and it does not look right. So at this point in my life, I'm gonna say it doesn't look right. But throughout my ME history, I flip flop back and forth on it. But right now, I look at it and it looks bizarre. So,
In my history, it was never a full-on dash. It was always that weird little
like a
dash you
dot,
see like the 1941 to now. Right.
right?
Even in the past. And now, in the past, there's been a dash the whole time.
Huh.
And that is not the way I remember it at all.
Yeah, that's odd. Because when you say dash, I mean, I'm looking at the most recent image, the one like 1987 through now or whatever it is. I can't see it. There's something in the way down there, but that's my memory of what Coca-Cola's always looked like. In my lifetime. So
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people remember the dash in the current logo.
That first C looks really weird. I don't like that first C at all.
Yeah, we talked about that on Brian's show. It kind of looks like a
Both
devil's tail.
C's for me look strange. Both of them.
Yeah.
It looks like a tail on both of them, like a pointy
Almost like a
devil's
G.
tail.
Oh yeah! Wow.
That's what Brian. Yeah, Brian and I and Theresa talked about that a while ago. We don't like it. All right, I'm muting up again. I'm gonna be done in a minute. I'm just merging. You know how we lost Theresa again. You know how it makes multiple folders. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going through them all and fixing it.
Okay.
Theresa, talk.
Hello?
Okay, I want to make sure I can hear you. I can hear you. We're good.
Thank you. I figured if I got lost, I can type it in the chat. You can see me or somebody can see me. You know what I mean? Sandy?
Yeah, Theresa, I'm muted because I'm trying to fix the images.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. I remember the tilde for the Coca-Cola. I was a tilde. That's what they call it, the little crooked thing.
Oh, the little dot's called a tilde?
No, when the dash is curved, that's called the tilde.
Oh,
when it's curved, it's called the tilde.
Okay, well that word's a Mandela effect for me because I've never heard of it. It was just a squiggle in my reality. I didn't know it had a fancy name.
I didn't learn of the fancy name until I went to college for graphic design, to be honest with you. Is Curious or talking?
Nope,
I can't hear her.
I can't hear her either.
She's muted. Does she realize she's muted?
Huh?
Sorry about that. Accidentally muted it. God.
It's okay. Just want to let you know you've been
Okay.
talking and we haven't heard you.
Sorry. Okay. I'm coming. Cookie Crisp. Does
I'm
anyone
back.
remember Cookie Crisp with a K rather than a C? Cookie KRISP Crisp. Cookie Crisp with a K. Some remember it like with a K, and now it's a C. So just asking. Anyone?
It's always been a C
C.
for me.
Yeah, it's been a C for me too.
Okay.
For what? For which one?
Cookie Crisp. Here,
CRISP? Is that what you mean?
no, with the cereal. Hold on.
COOKIE? Cookie?
No, it was with the crisp part was with the K.
Yes. Maybe.
I'll show you. Can you see
I'm having
this?
a dual memory
Can you-
again. I have those a lot, dual memories. Oh no. That's a tough one.
Okay. I'm just wondering. I got that on Reddit, and I remember it with a K. So,
Chris.
should we discuss?
What is it now?
It's with the C.
It's with the C now, Cookie Chris?
Yeah,
Is there residue out there with the K?
I don't have any. No.
I bet you I could find it.
Go for it.
Okay, I might get kicked out though, guys. Just give you warning
Well,
that I will go look.
no, you don't have to do that now, though. Go for it, and I'll put it in a
If you
video.
want me to go look, I can go
I'll-
look, but I might, like I said, I might get kicked out.
I'll put it in my video if you find some.
Okay.
Also, okay, I remember Lance. Okay, you see this Lance in the crackers. I remember Lance's with an S. So I photoshopped this, but it would be Lance's with an S. Okay.
Huh.
Hold on 1 second.
I just sent you
Go
the
to
images of the folders. I'm back now. I'm going into the chat.
Oops. Okay,
There's
so
says Cookie Ernie.
here's another one.
Cookie.
If anyone remember Lance's with an S.
I remember Lance.
Yeah,
Does
Lance.
anyone in the chat remember Lance's or Lance?
Lance's feels right to me. And I bought those peanut butter and cheese crackers like 1,000 times for my kids' lunch.
Yes, agree.
So Lance's
Katie, can you
feels
go with
right.
her?
Yeah, I definitely remember Lance's. This is a real old one for me, but it's never been out there too much. People have never mentioned this one, so I thought I'd bring it up. So anyway, that's changed for a while.
The people in the chat that have answered, Burgos and Joseph Carioja, and I think that's it. They remember Lance's as well.
Virgos remember Lance's? Okay, wow. I don't feel so alone now.
And Theresa, Wizardry says happy birthday. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I'm typing something right now.
Okay.
Let him know that it's not today. Everybody thinks it's today, but it's not today.
Mandela
Yeah.
Reality is saying there's some good residual in newspapers for Cookie Crisp with a K, but we don't have access to
That's okay.
newspapers.com, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll definitely look at that. Thank you,
Okay,
Mandela
Wizardry.
Reality. Yeah, I can put it in my video and go ahead and explore that. Okay, then next is...
Well, wait, does Carla have anything she wants to share?
No, I think he's when you invited me, Sandy, you were talking about my latest Mandela effect.
That's what
Well, do you want to talk about that, and then we'll pull up the stuff?
Well, yeah, sorry about that. My I
Oh,
just got a notification. I had to turn my volume down.
It's okay.
Yeah, about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I was in Scared Performance chat, and I forget what the subject was, but somebody said, I think somebody was discounting somebody else's memory, and this person said, "I know what I know," and I was like, and
Ooh.
immediately it went to that song, What I Am" by Edie Brickell and the
Wow.
Bohemians, and I love, love, love that song. So, in my head, I'm going, "I know what I know. If you know what I mean." So instead of typing all that out, I went to go Google the lyrics so that I could just copy and paste them in there with the little music notes, because I do that all the time in that chat. And when I did, I saw that there are only a few lines in that song, then it just kind of repeats itself. But I saw that
Wait,
two of the
wait a
important
minute.
lines had changed. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say before you say it with a blank because I want to ask the chat because again, I remember
Okay,
something different. So
okay,
when you say it, just say it with a blank. That's all.
okay. So the first line would be philosophy is
Make them feel as if.
blank. Oh gosh, see, that's a long one because it's actually
Philosophy. For me. It was philosophy is the blank on the cereal box.
right. Okay, so we'll go with that.
Do they say?
Yes. So if you guys know what that blank is, could you please put it in the chat? Philosophy is the blank on the cereal box.
So fill
Let them
in the
fill it
blank,
in.
guys.
Yep.
What is your memory of what it was?
Anybody?
Philosophy is the blank on a cereal box.
Wolf and Gun says top
Wolf
of
and
the
Gun
cereal
says
box.
top of cereal box. Good. Okay. Anybody else? So far, we got that one.
Well, while we're waiting for answers, why don't you tell us the other one?
And the other one is um
Like,
Or do you want
blank
me to tell it?
blank me in the shallow water. And don't anybody
yep.
say anything rude. Blank me
Yeah.
in the shallow water before I get too deep. So fill in the blank. Blank me in the shallow water before I get too deep.
Now here's
I
Carla,
feel like I'm a
Sherry.
math game.
wait. There's a little change there. I remember blank me in the shallow waters with an S
Oh,
And I
before
remember
I get too
water.
deep.
thank you, Tobin. Tobin remembered. Thank
Yeah, well, I
you,
remember something
Tobin.
different than everybody. Oh, look, Wizardry
I
remembers
remember
gum.
like you, Sandy, waters.
You
Thank
remember
you, Wolf
waters?
and
Yep,
Gun.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
I didn't look for residue of that. I
Yeah,
wonder if
shove
it's
me in
in
the
my residue
shallow
though.
waters is what I
Yeah,
remember.
there have been a few
Wizardry
people
said jump.
Doc Michael's joking around. Wash behind my ears in the shallow water.
Teresa, do you remember waters with an S? Shove
Oh,
me
look
in
at
the
that.
waters.
Burgos remembers waters too. Thank you. But Burgos, do you remember what's the word before
Yeah.
Water?
shallow? Blank me in the shallow waters. What's the blank?
Yeah,
Party
waters.
Matrix is guessing meat.
I remember shove.
I remember shove too.
100% shove.
There are a ton. It's funny because the first day that I posted this, I posted it in your group. Almost everybody agreed with what I remember. And then today, it was reposted, and all of these people have there's just bizarre stuff coming out of just all kinds of different answers. No, I remember this, and I remember this.
You switch realities.
Yeah, maybe it's still shifting. I don't know. So
Well, see, you want to hear my theory?
go ahead.
I think it's what I remember. I have a dual memory of two different words, and neither one is shove.
Wow.
And I think it changed to shove and then changed to choke.
Huh.
Because I remember push me in the shallow waters.
No, I don't have no memory of that at all.
And I have no memory of shove. Isn't that weird? I
Yeah,
also have no
and
memory of choke. No memory of choke, no memory of shove. But Curiouser, you said a different word, and I resonate with that one too. What was the word you said?
Throw.
Throw
really,
me in the shallow waters. Yep.
wow. Yeah, no memory of that one either.
The shallow
Well,
water.
here's the thing. I could.
Gross.
Oh wait, look, Burgos. Yes, yes. Push. See, here's the thing. I couldn't find any residue of throw, but I found a ton of push.
Wow.
I think it was push, change to shove, and then change to choke.
So,
I think it's constant. It's one of those things where it's a progression of change, or it could be that it's different realities, you know. But curious if you wouldn't mind pulling up the residue. They're in two separate folders.
yay.
Okay. I'm going.
You'll see it's a sentence.
Carla, you're gonna love this one.
Okay.
Trust me. The second effect, you're gonna love it. We did pretty good on that one, right, Sandy?
Yeah, Brian Stavely, don't make me tase you.
What did you see? Did we should put him in a timeout?
He's being bad.
Just kidding, Brian. Just kidding.
So it would be the folder name is actually there's the philosophy one. It's only two photos. It's all we could find. Theresa found one. I found one. You see it? You just passed it. Top right. Up. It's above the Theresa residue right there. There's only two images. Okay. So,
Oh, that's
I'm
cute.
doing a thing.
Okay, philosophy.
Copy
I'm
the
doing
serial.
emojis on my laptop. It's not fair. Except for smiley face.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good one. See, that is my exact memory. Actually, no,
That
it's
is,
not,
Sandy?
because for me, it's philosophy. Yeah, philosophy is the top of a cereal
The
box.
top.
The
That's
top
mine
of
too.
a
The top
cereal box.
That way.
of a cereal box. Yeah, it might be I think it was which sounds like the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, it was
Of a
philosophy
cereal box.
is the top of a cereal box. That's what makes it ironic, is you're sitting at the kitchen table, you're eating your cereal, and you're mindlessly looking at the cereal box, and so it's just sort of an irony kind of thing, that's
Did
philosophy, it's mindless thinking. So
did we even tell them that it's talk now?
no, I don't think we did.
Oh yeah, guys. Now it's philosophy is the talk of the cereal box.
It's
Sandy, what
philosophy
about the videos?
is a talk of cereal box. It's not even a talk of a cereal box. It's philosophy is a talk of cereal box.
In the comment on the bottom row, bottom sentence, if you zoom into the comment, it says like Edie Brickell sang the song back in the 80s. I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know. If you know what I mean, do ya? Yeah, philosophy is the top of a cereal box.
Yeah, that's my memory. Philosophy is the top of a cereal box. That's my memory exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Joseph just said before we had cell phones, we read the cereal box when we were eating breakfast. So
Yep.
that's about the truth.
And the other folder was right
Did
below
you do
it.
the mazes on the cereal boxes too?
Oh, I did everything on the cereal box. The mazes, the trivia.
Okay, which one? The shallow
next one,
waters?
yeah, shallow water. Yeah.
Okay, Carla Redpill.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm curious if any of my residue says waters. I'm curious. Because I really remember waters.
All right, it's this water.
Yeah, it's always
so
just been water for me.
So I have residue of shove from Theresa, and I found push. So shove me in the shallow waters. So this one says so I don't get too deep.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
remember before.
Yeah.
Oh, here's drown me, and oh my god.
Well, drown. Actually, that's interesting. When at the drown me, I translated it. That says a misheard lyric. Theresa found this. The misheard lyric is drown. The original lyric is shove.
I like the doggy.
But here's the thing. I have an image in here when we get to it. I got the Spanish translation, the Spanish lyrics, and the Spanish lyrics translate to drown.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Well, if we
That
stick
is
around for it a week, it'll say, "Baptize me in the shallow water before I get too
I'm
deep."
sure.
So,
Okay, so that's the Spanish translation, and it comes out to drown in the shallow water before going too deep. You know how it's always a little off from Spanish to English, but drown is not the word.
yeah, definitely not. It's almost as bizarre as choke. So
So this is I believe Yahoo Answers. Philosophy is this is a cereal box. It's the top of a cereal box.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
my
cereal
memory.
box one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, push me in the shallow water.
This is what I remember.
So far,
And
no
this is-
waters with an S.
And this is in a book. And it says, or there's that charming confession from a long gone top 40 song. I don't know about too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. Push me in the shallow water before I get too deep. And that's a book from Google, Google Books. This is Push Me in the Shallow Water Before I Get Too Deep.
Yeah, I had never heard anybody say "push me in the shallow water," and I don't even.
No.
I mean, for me, I don't even understand how the words could be confused. Like choke and shove are close enough where that they could get away with changing it up without people like freaking out like I did about it. This was one of my favorite songs, back in the day.
Wait, you just missed a lot of the residue. Where are you going?
That was 9
It's a lot.
photos.
I know you missed the blue text. Go back.
All right. I thought I covered them all.
No, there's one with blue text. There's highlighted ones. See the blue text? There you go, right there.
Oh, okay.
You missed that one. You missed the one next to it, and you missed the last
Sorry.
one.
I don't know
It's
how
okay.
I missed those. I hate the way they have this set up, but anyway.
I know.
I can't really
All right.
zoom in. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me see if I can
All right.
zoom. No, it's not
It says,
working.
as a song, what I am is what I am. All right, there we go. Now I can
Can
read
you
it.
read that? It's hard
Yeah,
to.
I can read it. It says, shove me in the shallow water before I get too deep. So that one's a shove.
Okay.
And then the next image.
I'm surprised we haven't seen waters with an S yet.
Would it be easier if you just
Somewhere.
took the arrows instead of the images at the bottom?
Okay,
So
did
the
I?
next one is a Google search result, which I couldn't go to because they wanted me to pay to see it.
This one?
Yeah, it says, push me in the shallow water before I get too deep. Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians, 2007.
Okay.
The American College of Radiology wanted me to pay to view this medical journal. So I just took the Google result.
All right.
And the last image, you have to skip an image. It's the very last image at the bottom of the screen is the last one that you didn't get after the yellow. And that's for before I get too deep.
All right, did I get them all?
Yeah, there's a lot of residue for
yes.
push. That's weird. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Right. And all of the residue for push is prior to 2010. That's why I think it was push, then shove, and now it's choke.
Now I don't know what I remember. Okay, we're next?
Guys, in the chat, if you know this candy, Curtis Candy, can you spell how Curtis is spelled? And then we'll go to the folder. Bye, Tanette. Thanks for coming. Anyone? Carla?
Curtis would just be Curtis, I guess. I can't. I'm picturing it.
You don't
You know
know.
what's weird is I'm picturing it with the Coca-Cola C though, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not familiar with the brand.
It's okay. I only know it because it used to be in the vending machines at my high school. They pretty much had the same stuff that like Lifesavers had, except it was Curtis brand.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the difference with them is they didn't have the hole in the center. It was like a dip. It was thinner in the center than on the outside, but little round hard candy like Lifesavers.
Yeah, I do remember those now. And they probably only sold them in the high school vending machines.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, Curious, sir, I have two. Well, with Carla, I have three people spelling it Curtis. Would you please go to the residue? Because in that residue, I have an image of what it is now. It's a bright, colorful image. If you could pick that one out first, please. Because in this reality, it's always been Curtis.
Oh, that's where Sally Fields S went.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can even see the candies I was talking about. No, there was no two S's on it.
That looks bizarre.
Yeah. So we do have residue, and Theresa found the residue, the perfect residue.
I was excited about it, guys. I like feel like I struck gold. Wait till you see this. I'm like real excited, like beyond it, right, Sandy?
Yeah.
I'm beyond excited. Wait till you see this. I was in shock when I found it. I was like, Sandy.
You know, I don't know wizardry why there's a little I. I don't know if I remember the little I. Unless they did that to differentiate from an L. But in fruit drops, it's a capital I. So that could be a change too. We lost Curiouser, guys. So
Oh no.
we can't do anything right now.
How did we lose her? Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
So, Carla, is there anything you'd like to present because you have a computer?
Really, I didn't get anything together because you. Oh, okay. I was going to say because you
It's
guys
okay.
had
She's
so
back.
much
It's all right.
residue. Okay.
I lost
It's
internet.
okay.
I don't know why. I'm in a new place, so forgive me. I'm trying to keep after my internet company. It's really poor connection here. It's terrible. I'll get after them.
Unfortunately, they may have to. I had that problem too, and I had to rewire it. I
Yeah,
had to have it rewired.
I might have to have something like that happen. Okay, I was looking at this residue, which is good. It's with the 1S.
Yes, that's actually the least good of the three that Theresa found.
Okay, there's
It's
more.
like there. Oh yeah, there's two more, and they're so much better. That's the Curtis Candy
Oh
Company.
yeah. Okay.
Now, if you zoom in on the banner,
Oh wow.
it actually says Curtis Candy on the banner.
There you go, guys. That's my jackpot right there.
Actually,
yeah, that's good.
Actually, I'm going to send you a better image of that because I sent you the wrong one. But
I was excited. I'm like, Sandy, look at the banner.
But if you could show the other image, and I'll send you the better one.
Oh, look, it's spelled right.
There you go. No denying that one.
Yeah.
I got very lucky, guys. It seems like the closer I get to my birthday, the more luckier I get.
If you could check your messenger,
Seriously.
you'll see it'll be a lot easier for people to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot to save it. I sent it to Theresa with it enlarged, and I forgot to save that version.
You guys, I have to keep hopping in and out. I've got contractors here at my house, so they keep asking me questions. I'm not trying to be rude.
Hey, True TNT says that most scorpions, or Scorpios, I think, make great detectives.
Yes, we do. I agree. I love mysteries and trying to find them, trying to find the answers. Yep. Exactly.
Oh, good. All right.
Did you get the image?
Yeah, is it this here?
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. You see how that's now if you zoom in, they're definitely be able to read it. It says Curtis, and there's like a white dot candy. You see it?
Yeah.
Carla,
Over here.
do you know any Scorpios, Carla? Uh-huh.
No, I don't I mean, yeah, I know some Scorpios. I'm just being silly.
Carla's muted.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Okay. I was just trying to think there's a story behind that.
Yeah, no, I'm just being silly. I've never been married to a Scorpio and never tried cheating on one, but I would imagine if you
Do you
guys
want to look at the rainbows I brought you today?
Okay.
This is becoming our thing. I find backwards rainbows all the time now. Carla, I don't know if you know this, but Curiouser is the first person I ever met who remembers rainbows reversed.
with okay, so
she
she
remembers them.
remembers purple on the
Purple,
bottom.
blue, green, yellow,
Put the
orange, red.
Yeah, put the rainbow upside down. That's how I remember it.
Huh. There are a lot of people though that I've seen since I first saw that phenomenon that remember it that way, but it's always been red on the bottom for me.
So I play this game called Pirate Games, and they do like sticker albums. Apparently, whoever designed this sticker album remembers rainbows like you do. Because every single sticker has the rainbow backwards.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it when I started getting the stickers and seeing all the backwards rainbows.
Right.
They're all backwards. So
Wow.
it must remember it like you do.
Really?
And then, yeah. And then the last image
There it is.
Yeah, the 70s, the Peanuts playset.
Wow. My goodness.
Let me ask you a question. You dropped out and came back. Did Carla talk at all? Because if so, I can't hear her.
You can't hear me now?
Did you just hear her?
No, I did not. I'm gonna.
Oh, you can't hear her. Okay.
All right. I'm leaving and coming back.
All right.
Why don't you go to Teresa's residue folder? Let her talk about it while I'm gone.
Okay.
Teresa, you ready?
Yeah, what am I talking about?
She's going to show on the screen your stuff, and you're going to
Smokey
see
the
it.
Bear?
Go ahead.
Smokey the Bear is one of them. All right, I'll be back.
Smokey the Bears. Yes, I found out the other day that there was comic strips done, and they actually say Smokey the Bear, and wait till you see this, guys.
Oh, cool.
Actual comic strips that were made. I think there's the black and white one that they're going to show, and then some colored ones. But if you look at the left-hand corner, you'll see Smokey the Bear. And I found that the other day, and I was like in shock. I was like, there it is. I still don't see the suspenders on him. I don't know how many people in the chat remember he had suspenders, and they were red. But now you don't see the suspenders. There is a post in the group, my group, that has suspenders that I found. So somewhere in the group, there's different posts of suspenders, but for some reason they're not there now. But they do have them in various residues on the internet. But again, Smokey the Bear, comics. You want to? There they are. There you go. You see them?
Yeah.
I was excited. I was like, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. Yep.
Definitely what I remember.
Yeah, it was
Smokey the
100%.
Bear.
That was a cool one. That was fun finding that one.
Yeah, it was Smokey the Bear for me too, and I'm old.
100%. Yep, I agree. True TNT.
Okay.
Wizardy says you still have my photo of the rainbow. I think he wants you to find it, Cursor.
Yeah, I definitely have that.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah,
I can
see,
try to
Smokey
find.
the
Oh, there
Bear.
she is.
Yep.
Carla, say something, please.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear everybody now. Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Go good.
They're showing Smokey the Bear, and I think Cursor's getting ready to go find something. I believe Wizardry, something about a photo of a rainbow. I think he sent it to you, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if I have it, but it's on my other
Oh.
computer.
Can
Is a
you send it
problem.
again? Can Wizardry send it again to you? You can hear?
I don't know if I'll be able to get it
If
on
not,
this computer.
what you can
Let me
show it
see
on
if
your
I can
next
find
video.
it. Hold on. Huh?
Okay.
I said if not, you could always show it on your next video.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But Theresa, there's also a folder of your residue and stuff, which you can talk about.
Okay. Just let me know what you're going to be showing. Got too much. I got too many things. I can't keep track of the residues. Too many.
And Carla, feel free to chime in on any of this.
Oh no, girls, I'm just listening in.
I know. You're so quiet.
I was talking about Smokey the Bear. Definitely had red suspenders. He's too naked without suspenders,
Yeah,
and
Exactly.
100% the bear, and he was 100% forest fires, not wildfires. So
yeah,
Agree. 100. I agree 100% with all of that.
me
Forest
too.
fires. Yep.
Interesting. True TNT says, I think the suspenders went to Smokey from Smokey and the Bandit.
that's too fun.
Maybe.
Now Smokey and the Bandits, just Smokey and Bandit.
What?
What?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
don't
don't say that. You might make it happen, Carla.
Oh no.
I know we tend to do that. It seems like we're starting to like manifest these changes. So
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Manifest.
you got to be careful
Thank
what you say and it's so
Might happen.
funny because there have been times that I've mentioned something and then go to look for it like it doesn't exist, and then
Yep.
and then you go to Google or to Wiki, and the next thing you know, there's this new phenomenon that came out of nowhere. Whoa, we just discovered this in such and such place. It's like, what? Yeah, so just
Yeah.
like,
That happens.
last week we
Yeah.
just discovered this. It's almost like if you can imagine it, it's and you manifest it. I don't know. Strange times we live in.
I
Very.
agree.
Very strange.
Okay, I want to
What else you
mention
got?
one real fast.
Oh.
This is a weird one for me, anyway. Okay, this is going to be the Revlon Cosmetics. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I do not remember this L being like this, okay? I know it's been like this for a while now, but the thing is, okay, this everyone see the L and how it's bizarrely connected to the O, and I don't remember it like this at all. Okay, see?
I don't think it's been like this very long, actually. I remember the
Yeah,
L and the O being like touching, but I don't remember the L
no,
becoming the O. That's new to me.
yeah, exactly. That's just no, I definitely don't remember that for. Anyway, so I'll show you what it's been like that since 1977. apparently.
Well, that was before I started wearing makeup, but I'm looking at it and it doesn't, yeah, that doesn't look right. I do remember there being an opening in the O, but the L and the O not, I don't remember them being connected. And maybe the opening on the O was at the top in my memory. Not down.
Maybe, yeah, that sounds about right. But in my past, guys, it was Revlon. Revlon.
Yeah, I don't
Not
remember
Revlon.
the other one.
I'm going to Logopedia. I can't believe because I don't remember this at all. It's crazy. Okay. The L was just regular or normal for me, but it was capital letters,
Yeah.
like this, and that's what it's always been that way with the L and O. So anyway, I thought I'd share that.
That was a good find.
Okay, we can go back to Flickr. And just let me know where you want to go.
Oh,
Flickr.
why don't we let Teresa talk a little bit more and give her the, it's Teresa's Residue and Changes, I believe. That's the name of the folder.
Okay. Well, there was some new stuff too, Sandy, besides the residue. Remember the other few little things?
Yeah, that's why I said
There
Residue
somewhere?
and Changes. Yes. It's all
Oh,
in the
okay.
folder.
Go ahead.
Oh, no,
Just click on
the
something
pizza,
and
Teresa, the steak place is its own folder.
Huh?
We're going to get to that. Don't worry.
You talking about what happened to me earlier today?
Yeah. Can you see the screen, Teresa, what she's showing so you can talk about it?
Yes. So the screen she's showing now, I was watching a video about dogs, and this one happened to be a husky, and I watched a channel a lot, and people send her presents for the dog and food and everything, and I noticed when she took the little food out that they were merged, a couple of the food items, and I took a screenshot and then I looked up the item, and I want to show you guys how merged they are. The first one is the lamb, pure lamb, and I was like, whoa, and you can see the L and the A and the M all merged. That one kind of threw me for a loop. You see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is not a very popular brand, not that I've ever heard of, and then again, I don't have no dogs, but I thought the merging was kind of weird. And then there was another one, same brand. Yeah.
No, right above it, Vitacraft.
Yeah.
The brand, Teresa.
I think there was another one. Rabbit. I think there should be a rabbit coming up. It's an order.
I didn't bring it. I thought the logo change was the problem.
Oh no, that was what was below it.
Teresa, the brand Vitacraft, the F and T is merged.
Oh, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at what was below it.
Do you want me to look it up, Teresa? Is there something I can look up?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about this. Can you zoom in on? Oh, you just had it. Go back to that one.
All right.
Okay.
So Vitacraft rabbit.
The turtle.
Yeah, she's on the turtle.
Oh.
Go ahead, Teresa.
No, I don't see what you're on.
The turtle.
I can't see it. You got to click on it.
She's on the turtle, Teresa.
The one next to the lamb. Click on.
She's on the turtle.
Does the turtle lay down with the lamb now?
It says the Mary River turtle breathes through its genitals and grows algae hair.
Okay, yeah, I found that and I thought it was kind of weird. You see the mossy hair? Yeah, there you go. Now I can see it. I found that in this group. I belong to a few other groups that have a couple of strange things, and I bring them over to my group, and want to share it with everybody. So I'll be sharing that later on after the show.
That's bizarre.
Kind of strange looking, huh?
It's cute.
Yeah, I'll
Is he
say.
trying to be camouflage or what?
Called a
Oh,
Mary River turtle.
I want one.
Bizarre.
I don't understand why he's such a big nose if he breathes through his genitals. It's the weirdest thing.
Very strange.
Yeah, Teresa, you're about 30.
Never heard of this
Teresa,
thing turtle
Teresa,
before.
look at the
Never.
bar. Teresa, look at the bar at the bottom of your video. You're behind. Fast forward the video because she's already on your next thing. If you can't see it, your video is not current.
Oh. Okay. I don't know where to click on it.
All right, just double tap your screen to the right a couple times. It should fast forward.
Okay. Are we on GT now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just the internet acting slow, both on the screen and on my phone. The GT, it's now merged. If you look at the G and the T,
Yeah.
I don't remember it looking like that. I don't know if anybody else does in the chat, but I saw the car in the parking lot, and I'm like, okay. And I took a snapshot, and I was like, I got to show Sandy this. Never
And
remember
for
it like
those-
that. Anybody? Look at
and
the
for
way the
those
G
that
looks
don't-
like a 6 on the
And
side.
for those that don't know cars, this is a Mustang, correct?
Yeah, that looks right to me. That's my memory of how GT looked. So that's not a change for me.
That is not how it looked for me. That is a change for me.
I don't know why this. All right. I'm sorry.
So this
Everything's like a 35-second delay. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
the
I'll tell
internet.
you what's up on the screen, but we're going to skip over this because we already talked about it.
Yeah.
All right. Just let me know where we're at.
I will, Teresa.
Sorry.
The next
Darn
thing
delays.
is the Ruby Tuesdays T-shirt.
Yeah.
Teresa,
What's this one?
Ruby Tuesdays T-shirt.
Your residue for Ruby Tuesdays. Yeah.
So Teresa found residue for Ruby Tuesdays with an S. It's Ruby
Yes,
Tuesday now.
that one. Check it out.
Is there an
Yes.
apostrophe?
I found that a long time ago.
No, there's no apostrophe, but at least there's an S because currently there's no S at all.
Right.
Ruby Tuesdays. Yes. That had to do with the show Supernatural. If you read the shirt, it's like a collector's item for Supernatural, the one with the two guys that are hunters. And I thought this was good residue. And like I said, I found this a long time ago, and it's posted somewhere within my group on a post for Ruby Tuesdays. And
I'm sorry. Did they ever do a Mandela Effect show on Supernatural that you're aware of?
not that I'm aware of. Just not that I'm aware of. Which is strange. You know, I
No, but
figured
there's
they
a
would
lot of
be the ones
residue.
to do one, but
There's actually a lot of residue in
Yeah.
Supernatural, though. So Teresa,
it's
the
Oh,
secret
really?
pyramid.
Oh, this is a weird one. Yeah, the secret pyramid in North Dakota.
that was what I wanted you to talk about. I found that, and I wanted Curious to talk about. I don't know much about it. I don't know if you were able to click on it or run a link.
I don't either, but it's really interesting.
It's located in North Dakota and had something to do with missiles with Russia.
Is it missiles or pyramids?
No, I thought it said missiles.
Missiles.
Yeah.
Huh. I found that in Pinterest, guys, in case you care. I find a lot of weird stuff in Pinterest.
Wizardry, the Turducken episode in New Jersey. What is that? A Mandela Effect episode?
Huh.
So I never heard of this. Strange.
The lost nuclear pyramid. Yes, missiles, Theresa. They're
Secret
calling it the
government
lost
pyramid.
nuclear pyramid.
Hey guys, can I jump in for a second? I'm gonna post
Sure.
this lyric from Ruby Tuesday in here, and it is so weird. It's almost like a hint to the Mandela effect. Look at this. It should be showing up in the chat in a second.
Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday, who could hang a name on you. When you change with every new day, still I'm gonna miss you. That's weird.
Yeah, it refers to the name changing with every new day. And you guys missing the old way that you remember? I just thought that was a little strange.
That is strange. I didn't even know there was a song.
Yeah, it's by the Beatles.
Wait, it's by the Beatles?
Is it by the Stones? Ruby Tuesday? I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, it's by the Stones. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, I know the Beatles. I've never heard of this. Wow, that's even stranger. It's called the Pyramid at the End of the World.
I guess we're at the end of the world, guys. Huh? Yeah, it's an old, apparently an old nuclear, once armed with dozens of nuclear warheads, has been sitting around for 40 years abandoned. I don't know how true that is, but that's what it says. All right.
I'm assuming it was for the Cold War, correct?
Yeah. Okay, Himalayan blue poppies in. Oh, those are beautiful. Look at
Theresa,
those.
your blue glass flowers. Oh, we lost Theresa. As we're showing her
Theresa,
stuff, we
come
lost
back.
Theresa. And she really wanted to show this one.
All right, we'll go back to it. Let's go to something else then.
Okay. Why don't you go to the credit cards folder? Since we were talking about merging letters. Carla, are you familiar with Citibank?
I've never used them. I mean, you know, I'm familiar with who they are.
All right.
Is it a logo change?
Yes. And are you familiar? You may not be familiar. This is an older bank. I don't know if it still exists. I don't think it does, but
Citibank? Yes, it does.
No. Chemical Bank. Has anyone ever heard of Chemical Bank? That was my
Chemical?
first bank yeah.
No.
That was the first bank that I ever had.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Teresa's back. Before we get to the credit cards.
I'm back.
We'll get to the credit cards. Let's finish. Oh,
Okay.
you're already in the credit cards. All right. We're going to do the credit cards first. So these are old credit cards that I know some major changes with the logos. Provident. You were just there. You're going back to Teresa's now?
I can't.
What?
I can't. It doesn't.
I'm right here.
I was going to go back to the
flowers?
poppies.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Go back to flowers. We'll go back to the credit
What happened to the flower?
We're going back to the flower for you, Teresa.
Yeah.
Juice.
Oh.
They're really pretty flowers. Wow.
The glass flower, Teresa. That's what you're
Yes,
talking
you
about.
got to see this, guys. Check it out.
Poppies in the rain.
Go ahead and read what it says.
Himalayan,
I can't read it. Go ahead, read it.
Okay, the flower's got a wet glass look. It's Himalayan blue poppies in the rain. Very pretty. Never heard of them.
In India. They're from India. And they look like glass whenever it rains, right?
Aren't they beautiful? I found that another thing.
Yeah, now Teresa, she's on the mushroom book.
Theresa, this isn't real. Am I sure this is real?
I've seen mushrooms growing out of all kinds of bizarre stuff.
I'm not sure about that, guys, but I thought it was kind of neat looking.
Yeah,
It was one of those strange, bizarre groups.
Okay, it's an Alice in Wonderland book with supposedly mushrooms growing out of
I
it.
think it's a piece of artwork. I really do. I think it's a
Ah,
piece of
yeah, I
artwork.
think it's just fake because look at the
You do?
pages. The pages are fake, but yeah.
I don't know if it's real or
Pretty
not.
cool
But
looking.
I've seen mushrooms growing out of carpet in houses that I've gone into
Yeah,
before, growing out of drywall. So mushrooms.
Hey, in my when I lived in Florida, I lived in a mobile home. I had a mushroom growing out of my carpet in my bedroom that freaked me out, like out of my
Ooh.
carpet. I woke up one
floods will
morning.
do that.
Yeah, a mushroom in my
If
carpet.
you had a flood or something, I think that's why.
Yeah, all you need is mushroom spores. They'll grow anywhere, and
Yeah, it was really cool.
All right, so the credit
It was-
cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just telling her where to go. You can finish talking, Trisha.
Know all about those
Providence
things.
Bank. Is
Okay.
that what you
we're
mean
just-
that doesn't
Yeah, can
exist?
you
Or
zoom in at all on that logo?
all right.
I want to use the actual credit cards because I want to show the dates, just so you know that it's not a new logo. The date on the credit card is the 1980s, I believe, or 90. I can't see. I gotta wait till it's on the big screen. It expired in 1999, and the E looks like a C. The T is cut off. No, wasn't like this in the 90s for me. So this card is probably from like 1995.
Wow. Yeah, that looks strange.
yeah, that E's weird.
Yeah, and the T is cut off.
Odd. Yeah, the P's odd.
P is odd too. Yeah, but this is what really got me. This is what got me looking at credit cards. Oh, you left the folder.
No, I'm here.
Citibank. Look at Citibank, guys. This card is from 1990. What is it? Or 85? When did it expire? I can't see.
1999 expires 2000.
It expired in 2000. The N and the K is one letter. It was not like that. I had this credit card. I had this exact credit card. The N and the K is one letter. And
Oh,
it wasn't
wow.
like that.
That's crazy. Totally crazy. Can you see that, everyone? Oh my God, look at that.
So this is what
Jeez.
got me looking at a few of the credit cards.
Yeah.
So, Curiouser, to make your life easy, you see that little arrow on the right?
Okay.
It's just a line. It's easier just to click that.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't go to the right.
Oh, not
All
that
right.
one, not that one, not that one. Down, in the middle, there. Yeah. It's just, so this is Chemical Bank residue. This is what I remember Chemical Bank looking like. The logo, the CHEMICAL, nothing's touching, right?
Yeah, that looks normal. Okay.
Right. So when you go to the next image, all right, well, when we get to it, just know that you saw it. So this is interesting. I don't know if you can zoom in on that card. It's MasterCard. Oh, you just passed it. All right, so the MasterCard logo. I don't know if anyone is familiar with this design, but I don't remember it being open in the center, so it looks like two Pac-Man kissing.
Eating each other or kissing.
Yeah, like I've never. That's wrong. It was never like that for me. That looks so weird to me. Maybe it's because we weren't rich enough to have the gold card. I don't know, but I used to. When my mom's credit cards expired, she would give us her credit cards to play. Like we'd have like the play shopping sets. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
little plastic cart with the plastic fruit and cans and stuff, and we would use her credit cards that expired to play. So I've seen these credit cards, these
No, that
80s and
looks so
70s credit
wrong.
cards. It's wrong to me.
Mhm.
But at least the T is not cut off there. That's what I wanted to point out. The T is still whole there. All right, Barnett Bank. I'm not familiar with this bank, but I can't imagine that in. Can you zoom in? I think that's 87.
87.
Right?
Yeah. It looks like it.
87. that all those letters we merged in 1987. The A, the R, the A, the N, and the B's are merged.
Yeah. That looks weird.
Okay, I think we're coming up to this is the next one is American Airlines. It's another one just showing Citibank going back in the years. This one's 97 and 96, so it's older. I just wanted to show still the same logo. And the final one is Chemical Bank. Can you zoom in on Chemical Bank, please, so they can really see the H and the E and the N and the K?
Oh,
Guys,
wow.
guys, trust me, Chemical Bank was not like this. The H and the E were not merged, and the N and the K were not merged into one. It's like a whole new letter. They're creating new letters.
Yeah, it's like shorthand.
Yeah. That blew my mind when I saw that.
That is weird.
Because this is the first bank I
Yeah.
had a checking and a savings with.
No, it was never like that in my reality for
And
those
that card
days.
was 1984, guys. 1984.
Hey, you guys, real quick, I'm gonna have to jump out. My contractors are getting ready to leave, so I've got to go take care of a couple of things before they leave. I wanted to say thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. It's been
Thanks,
fun,
Lynn.
but I got to go do this deal.
Thank you for being here.
No,
We
thanks.
So glad you
understand.
could be here on the show, and we'll have to have you again.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, we hope you'll come back.
So,
Oh, I will,
yeah,
Sandy. Thank you for inviting me. I hope you guys have a good rest of the show.
too.
And I will see you all later.
All right, good
All right, thanks for
night.
coming,
All right.
Carla. Have a great
Thank you,
night.
guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. We lost Theresa again.
I know.
Do you want to take turns? Is there anything you want to show while we wait for her to come back?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's see, we got lenticular clouds. These never existed for me in my reality.
Yeah, I've never seen them before either. I've heard of these on other Mandela Effect shows, but I've never seen them ever in my life.
Well, let's look at some pictures real fast. Okay.
Wizardry says UFO clouds. That's
Yeah,
what it's like.
they do. And I know that this is recent and they've been around for a while recently and stuff, but they're getting ridiculous now. Look at that. I mean, before it was just a little tiny, maybe circle with a wave like a UFO, and now it's just, what? They're turning into this crazy looking, whatever. I guess they're above the mountains is the big thing. Yeah, have you ever heard of clouds that are just over mountains and that's it?
No, I have not. That's
That's what
totally
these
new for
are.
me. I'm trying to get my cat to stop being BAD.
So I thought I'd share this if anyone knew about these, that they're all over they're just over the mountains, and they're just gotten very bizarre looking. Look at that. Look at that.
And they're pink. Wonderful. Oh my God. Those are weird.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Those are weird.
I know. They are.
They're like ice cream cones or something.
I know. Look at this. I know it's like they're twirling and I mean, it's just like these perfect little swirls of brownness, whatever.
Nope, not in my past.
I've never seen these.
Does anyone live near mountains? Have you ever seen these? Because I know, Curious, or you live near mountains. And
Yeah,
you've never
but
seen them.
no, never. These are very bizarre looking. All right, and then let's see what else I got here.
I wonder if Theresa's phone overheated because she's usually back by now. You want me to ask the chat, like do one of my question ones?
Let's see. Find Theresa. She's gone. Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, Shaquille O'Neal, can you please spell his last name in chat? Shaquille O'Neal. Just the last name is fine. Do we still have anybody in the chat? Okay, Wizardry says O'Neil. Esther says O'Neil. Gerald Neal says O'Neal. True TNT is trolling me with Oneeall. Tobin Schwing says Oneal. I am going to try to text Theresa, where is she? Curious, are you there? Come back, Theresa. Just you get kicked out. You don't. It doesn't
It's
mean
a
you don't try
sandy
to come
show.
back.
No, just teasing. No.
She's saying she got kicked out again. I'm like, Theresa, just because you get kicked out doesn't mean you don't come back. You come back.
Get over here.
I'd say it's split. I think there's more Neal than Neil, but it's kind of split. Can you go to my Shaquille O'Neal folder, please?
Sure. Hold on 1 second here. I'll be right there.
Sure. Well, I'm going to tell you guys while she's doing that. I remember Neil, and it is Neal. And I, of course, have residue to show you, which Curiouser will be pulling up shortly.
All right. Here's this.
So that's just an image to put in the front so they didn't see the spelling. The first one. You can skip that one. You can just skip over that. So here's residue from Amazon. Shaquille O'Neal with an I poster.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is from the
So I remember
Nubian
O'Neal.
Times. Legend Shaquille O'Neal with an I, engaged to Letitia Roll. But then in the article below it, it changes to Neal.
Yeah, you see that a lot. I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Why is there two? You know?
I know.
I mean, who's that dumb to write an article and then spell it differently? You know,
I know, especially with
I
spell
couldn't
check.
do that in grade school. I couldn't. You know, it's just not something you do.
And this is the editor of the website.
I don't get that. All right. And then this is.
This is the Bobby Bones Show. Shaquille O'Neal with an I. Buys team with big feet, 10 pairs of shoes. That's really nice.
Okay. Where is it here?
Okay, this is the Keith Middlebrook Pro Sports Entertainment. Shaquille O'Neal with an I.
Yep.
But then it's A below the photo.
Oh, is it another one of those?
Yeah,
I'm going back.
This one's, that's okay.
I just want to
AOC,
see.
her
Yeah,
disgusting favor.
it's a get. Two
Yeah,
of them
A
I
under the
get.
picture. Mhm.
And there's the eye again. Okay.
This is CBN News. Big heart, big tip. The generosity of NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal with an eye.
And there it is with an A.
Yeah. I believe it, Gerald. Gerald Neal says most people mistakenly spell his name with an I. The thing is, I've seen his name with an I on jerseys. Like, my memories are clear. Inspiring
I
story, Shaquille O'Neal with an I. Huh?
I just remember the name O'Neill just always being with an I. So.
Well, one of your subs has an E right in the chat.
Uh-huh.
An EA. EA, I mean.
Okay.
Okay. And then, can you go to the folder that says first? Like, I think it says use first.
Okay.
We're just going to ask a few questions and then go to the matching folders. How's that? Or show first, I think it is. It's one of the We the Peoples. Yeah, show first. It'll have We the People. That's the image in the front. Go down. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. There's two images on top of each other of We the People. It's the second one down. Keep going. Nope, not that folder. Nope. Mm-mm. The one below it.
Okay.
See the We the People below it? That's the show first. There you go. Okay, so just click one of the images. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, click one of the images, and we're going to ask the questions of the chat. Guys, top or bottom? Don't zoom. Let them see it far away. They need to see it far away. Which We the People on the U.S. Constitution is correct? The top one or the bottom one? It's just a design question. Do you remember the top or the bottom? Wizardry remembers the top.
Me too.
You too? Okay.
Yeah.
Carla remembers the bottom. Tobin the top. I'm going to get to the residue after we go through a few questions. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Anybody else? Top or bottom? Theresa is not sure, but she thinks she remembers the top. I showed this to her a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Anyone else? All right, well, I made the top image. The bottom image, it is the current image. I don't remember all the lines. I don't remember that tilde between the E and the T. That's all wrong for me.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, it's always been the bottom. I remember the top.
Yeah, because there sure wasn't that much, sorry. There wasn't that much going on, you know. That's
Yeah.
what I noticed right away. That's just a lot of empty
It's the
space
lines.
in here, and that's how I remember it. But this is just crazy. This is
Line.
goofy, right?
Yeah, I know. It's weird looking. But so I do have one piece of residue of it, which we'll get to later. Let's go to the next question. Just hit next. The next arrow. Okay. This comes from BuzzFeed, believe it or not. Do you guys remember Disney Beauty and the Beast or Disney's Beauty and the Beast? Yeah, Disney Beauty and the Beast or Disney's Beauty and the Beast? S or no S?
I remember no S.
You remember no S. That's interesting. Wizardry, S. True TNT, S.
No,
Sandy,
wait.
S.
Disney. Yeah. I don't know. I can't. That one's a tough one, actually.
So you may have a dual
Yeah.
memory.
I think so.
Anyone else? Disney or Disney's? Carla remembers an S. S makes more sense, says Gerald Neal. Tobin Schwing says Disney's. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to show you when we get to the residue, but I'm finding it both ways. Believe it or not, I didn't retouch these images. I found the same image online, one with Disney and one with Disney's. So I'm thoroughly confused. When we get to the residue, you'll see what I mean. You want to go to the next question, please? That could be why you're not sure, Curiouser, because it's both ways. I covered this on Mandela on Monday, but I thought I should cover it here too. What color eyes does Mr. Krabs have? Do you remember a white, yellow, or cream, or do you remember green? Wizardry is biased. That's fine. I appreciate you abstaining. I don't know what you're talking about, Doc Michael. If you wait, Gerald, if you're asking me to Google the Lion King because they all have yellow eyes, I covered that on Brian's show about 6 months ago. If it's something different, put it in the chat and we'll look it up. All right, Carla, I'll look. True TNT remembers green. Loyalty makes you family remembers cream. Anybody else? Oh, that's funny, Doc Michael. Yeah, Carla sent me an image that's hanging on her bedroom door right now, and it's got all the lines just like it is now. All the lines. Horrible. I don't remember the lines like that on We the People. Yes, Wizardry, I know. I don't know if that's a color thing. I'm finding it both ways. Like in the cartoon, blue and purple pants. So I don't know if it's a color thing, like the color's off, so it looks purple 1 minute and blue the next, or if they change the pants. I'm not sure. I'm confused by it because in the cartoon, I'm seeing it both ways. Teresa's backstage, Curiouser.
All right.
You forgot about me.
It's okay. You're here now.
So,
All right, so Mr. Krabs now is green eyes, guys. Not sure about the pants. Okay, and the next question, Curiouser?
All
right. I'm coming. There.
Okay. Okay, what's my name? Patton Oswald or Oswald? What do you guys remember? Curiouser, do you know who this is? Do you know the name?
I vaguely remember Oswald with a D.
Okay, loyalty makes you family remembers Oswald. True TNT remembers Oswald. Wizardry doesn't know. Loyalty Makes You Family says he was on 24. He was also on The King of Queens.
Where did
Oh,
Carla go?
Carla had to leave because she has contractors at her house.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened to her. I was like, uh-oh.
Carla remembers
Thank you for coming on,
Oswald.
Carla.
Tobin remembers Oswald. Carla's still in the chat. She just had to talk to the
Oh,
contractor.
she is?
So
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah. Carla said he's also a freak. That's not nice, Carla.
What?
Nothing. I'm not going to repeat it.
What'd she
She's
say?
talking about the person on the screen, Theresa.
Oh, what? You mean Oswald?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's a funny dude, and his name is not Oswald. It's Oswald with a T. Carla got it right.
Yeah.
All right, so these are the questions. Can you go to one of the folders? Either Oswald or Beauty and the Beast or Mr. Krabs or We the People's the shortest one if you want to go. It's right above it.
Okay.
It's literally right. I would just go to We the People first. There's only a couple images. Theresa found the only residue. All right, so the first one is the first image is the question again. The second image is an image of the actual Constitution showing you the lines.
Oh, wow. That doesn't look right.
Doesn't look right at all to me. And the next image is residue that Theresa found
There we go.
without the lines.
All right.
All right, so you want to go to I think the next shortest one would be the Beauty and the Beast. So this is the issue I had.
Look at that.
It's both. I'm finding both Disney and Disney's.
Look at the E and the A together, though.
Yeah, that's why I included some of these logos because some of the logos are screwed up. This is from BuzzFeed. That's their graphic.
I do remember it being like Disney on top and Beauty and the Beast. Kind of like not Disney's, but just the name Disney. But anyway. Okay, that's a tough one. Let's see.
But I'm saying I think it's both ways. It's weird.
Yeah, that's probably it. Huh.
Bubbles. I'm sick. I literally can't get on an airplane. So Utah is out of the question. But wait, why are you saying Utah? Isn't it in Idaho? I think it's in Idaho, isn't it? The Mandela Effect Conference?
I don't know.
Or is it
I
Utah?
thought it was Utah.
Where's Ketchum? No, it's Idaho. Yes, Idaho. Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So the residue is just me showing you different ones, showing you it's both ways.
Okay.
So Patton Oswalt would be the next shortest. Do you want to go to that folder? You would think it would say Disney's anything. Like it's Disney's Mary Poppins. But apparently it's Disney Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, which one again?
Patton Oswalt. I was surprised to see that almost everyone remembers it like I do, Oswald, but now it's Walt with a T. And I'm going to show you residue. So this is on Amazon, Big Fans, starring Patton Oswalt. I think Amazon would get this right. Patton Oswalt's post-Emmy celebration at Arby's. And that Arby's logo, that apostrophe, looks wrong to me. Just want to mention that. That's my question.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's how it is now.
Carla. That is how it is now. Carla said Oswalt Disney. So Patton Oswalt apparently did the voice for Secret Life of Pets too. Theresa found that one. We lost Theresa again, by the way. Patton Oswalt is nominated for a Grammy, and there's Theresa. Theresa, can I hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, Patton Oswalt, Pinky Penguin, was in the latest episode of BOTW. I don't know what that is, but again, it's Patton Oswalt today on Reddit. Hey, Hebrew. Hebrew remembers
Hebrew
Oswald
there?
for sure.
Hebrew?
Bubbles, and Hebrew remember Oswald. Rob and Sherry with Patton Oswalt, so they met him, and they remember Oswald too.
And that's it.
Okay, and then the last folder would be, well, not the last folder, but the last folder of the questions would be Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. All right.
And mixed together is how it's mixed together, how it is now, and residue. So that's how it is now with the green eyes. And pay attention, Wizardry. You're going to see different color pants, I promise you. That's a question. See, I just think it's the coloring of that. That's just, all right, that's actually residue. Wait. Stay on that one. Go back to it, please. Okay, some people remember Mr. Crab with yellow eyes. That's the yellow eye residue. And that's white eye residue of Scrooge McDuck. That's all. So it's double residue there.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's white eye. That's cream eyes, not white. It's like a cream color. That's the show where it kind of looks like a bluish purple pants. And he's got green eyes. All right, here's residue of yellow eyes, I believe. I can't see it, it's so small. Or cream eyes. Those are cream.
Yeah. Green.
Yeah, green. Very green. I don't remember that at all. There's green and purple pants, right? Yeah, see, this is the cartoon. Wizardry. Purple pants. The pants change in the cartoon, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think those are purple pants too with green eyes. All different colors. I think that's a lacquer pin. Cream eyes, purple pants. There's just a lot of residue of yellow, cream, which makes no sense if his eyes have always been green. All right, is there anything you want to show next?
Maybe. Let's see.
'Cause I still have a lot to show, so I figured if you want to jump in with something.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Hold on a sec here. Well, let's see. I guess I'll just ask a question. What planet is closest to Earth? Ask the chat. Sorry.
Guys, what do you remember? What planet is closest to Earth? Hebrew says Mars. Wizardry said it's a trick question. True TNT Mars. Tobin Schwing Venus. Gerald Neal Mars. Loyalty Makes You Family Mars. Carla Redpill, it was always Mars in her reality. Bubbles Bubbles is Mars.
Okay. Apparently it's Mercury.
What?
I still don't
Yeah,
understand that. I still
I got
don't
the comment
understand how
from
Mercury.
Mark Fewings. Okay. And look it up. Mercury now is the closest planet to all planets, apparently, which is strange.
Did you Google search which planet is closest to Earth?
Yeah, I gotta find it. I had an article. Hold on 1 second here. But I thought that was interesting, and I thought I'd share it. Now it's something I've never heard of, and many haven't either. That Mercury is the closest planet. It has something to do with the rotation, and it ends up being the closest planet to all planets. Which is real, it's something you'd think everyone would
Okay,
know.
so what you're saying is that when the way Mercury's orbit is, at certain points in time, Mercury is closer than Mars.
Well, it's probably something, like, yeah.
Okay, so wait, that's a good. Gerald Neal put something good in the chat. Can you please go to Google and search? I'm going to have you search 2 different questions. The first question is, which planet is closest to Earth? And see what it says.
Okay.
And then we're going to ask Google a different question.
All right, hold on 1 second here.
All right. Hey, Preliminal.
Hey, Prelim.
All right.
I can't see your screen.
I'm coming. Okay, what's the closest planet to Earth? Okay, it says, although Venus is the planet that comes closest to Earth because of the orbit, Mercury stays the closest to Earth the longest. Okay, that's what it says.
So it has to do with the rotation. It has to do with the orbit then.
Yeah, it does, but apparently Mercury's is definitely the closest to Earth out of the bunch. So I thought I'd share
Crazy.
that. Oops.
I just want to say in the chat, PG2424. No, I live in Philadelphia, and earlier today I saw the moon when it was still light out, but I can't see the
What?
moon right now because I can't get out of bed right this moment. I'd have to go into the living room to look out the window to see the moon because of where it would be positioned right now. Uh-oh. I can't. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. My AirPods are dying. Oh, I gotta switch to the wired ones. Curious, are you there?
What happened, Sandy?
Right here.
She muted.
Yeah.
What happened?
When I mute it, it usually has something to do with my cat or me eating something. I try not to mute it too much, but yeah.
Okay, you want to pick another folder?
Sure.
There are some things I have to ask the chat before we show it to them. You know what, Ron Perlman. Show the folder yet? I have to ask the chat. Okay.
Okay, what is it called? Again,
Well, don't go to the folder yet. I don't
I'm
want you to go
not,
to the
but what
folder
is
yet.
it called? Oh, okay.
It should be Ron Perlman. Guys, in the chat, Theresa found this. Can you please spell Ron Perlman's last name? Perlman. Anybody? There we go. We got True TNT, Perlman, Tobin Schwing, Pear. I'm just gonna say Pear. Wizardry, Pur.
Mm.
Rich Fasanix here. Hey, Rich. Pear. Loyalty makes you family. Pear. Hebrew. Pere. PG2424 is being honest. I don't know. Big Al 311. Per. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Wait, Theresa. I'm asking if anybody else in the chat wants to spell Perlman before
Oh,
we
sorry.
can show the residue.
I'm just getting tired. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, Curious, so you want to go to the Ron Perlman folder and show the residue?
Okay.
Currently, some of you are right. It's Perl. So anybody who guessed anything else, I'm sorry, you're wrong. And I only looked it up the way Theresa remembered it, Pear. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't have residue for you or ERE. This is a change.org petition, and now we're on an image of his. Okay, Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton starred in Beauty and the Beast TV show in the late 80s, and it's Pearl. David Harbour and Ron Perlman's Hellboy looks compared. I don't know, but it's PEARL. Oh, looks compared. I got it. And that's it. We just had a few residue of that. All right, you want to go to Epcot? It's just a logo change for me. I've been to Disney World 17 times, people. I've never seen this Epcot logo. Have you guys? Yes or no? Good night, Esther. Has anybody seen this Epcot logo? Curious or Theresa, have you guys seen this Epcot logo?
No.
No, that's wrong, guys. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Hugely wrong. Yep. Where did you find that?
Looking for the Disney Beauty and the Beast stuff.
Yeah, that's that's. I've never seen it like that before. Well, how old is it supposed to be? Because I used to live in Florida.
Well, you'll see the other
Orlando.
images. I'm waiting for her to go to the other images.
Okay.
There's an image from in the park, which means it was probably there a while. This is a new Mary Poppins poster with the Epcot logo.
Wow. That looks weird.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's in the actual park. And I've seen this sign, and I don't remember it like that.
No.
Is it possible they changed the logo and changed on the sign? Sure, but I don't know. It just
Why like
it
that?
looks wrong. Right.
I vaguely remember Epcot with 2 T's, but I'm not
What?
sure about that one. Yeah, with 2 T's.
No.
I'm not sure about that one, but I've
Curious,
never
sir.
been
Curious,
to
sir.
Disney World, huh?
Okay. I lived in Florida my whole life. Trust me, it's 1T.
Okay.
Well, for
I
you,
grew up in Orlando
For
from
you.
1963 to 2004. Grew up there. I used to have a season pass to Disney World, so I was hung out either Disney World,
I believe you,
Epcot, or
but
the Magic
for
Kingdom.
me,
Like
it
literally, my
may
yeah.
have been with 2 T's for a while. I remember both, actually.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
where next?
You know, let's look for residue.
so the Kizashi,
Wow.
see the Kizashi right there on the bottom left underneath Epcot. I'm just gonna ask the chat. Have you ever heard of this car? Because it's been around since like 2009, I think it was. Yeah, 2009. I've never heard of it, never seen it until recently. It's above Shaquille O'Neal. It's a Suzuki Kizashi. Has anyone ever heard of this? It's been in the U.S. for 10 years.
No.
10 years, guys. Now, I get it. Suzukis aren't as common as your Hondas and your Chevys. But still, a decade. And look at the merging. A decade. All right, so I'm not alone in this. No one's ever heard of this. Okay, good. I think this is a Mandela. This car just appeared out of nowhere. I really do. 10 years. Not one. I mean, yeah, we can show the car. This is just a multiple things. We'll show the car after the folder because I gotta explain what's going on the screen right now. For me, the show was for Theresa and I. The show was The Good Witch. It's now just
I
Good
agree.
Witch. The "thes" disappeared.
Wow.
Wizardry agrees that it was The Good Witch. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon was Loaded Weapon for me. Now it's Loaded Weapon 1. I don't remember that number 1 being there.
Yeah.
And I previously covered the fact that the O's are filled in.
Yeah.
I
saw that.
Show. Yeah. but the number one was not there. It was just National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon. Paul Blart Mall Cop, that's Star. That's new for me. Was not there.
Huh. Yeah. I don't remember the star either. All right.
Is that everything in that folder?
Yeah.
Can you please go to Google and look up Suzuki Kizashi, please? They'd like to see the actual car.
Okay.
It's a regular sedan, guys. It would be like the most popular Suzuki. It would be the equivalent of like the Honda Civic.
All right.
Huh.
Here's
We're doing
images.
cars now?
Yeah, so there you go,
Okay.
Gerald. There's the car. Just your regular sedan. Been in
Men
the
in their
US for
cars.
10 years. Never heard of it. Never seen it. It's a nice looking car. Yeah, loyalty makes you family. I've covered so many car logos. It's crazy because all I do is drive all day. I drive a lot. So I see a lot of car logos changing, and I've covered almost all of them now. And I have a Civic, so that was one of the first ones I covered.
All right. Ask the chat how to spell vengeance.
Vengeance.
Anybody? How do you spell vengeance?
Ah. Okay.
What happened? Oh, everybody's remembering. No. Loyalty makes you family, remembers it like you. True TNT.
So does PG 2424. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Not alone in this. Okay.
No, I'd say it's a 50-50.
All right. This is how I remember vengeance, how I spelled it here. Okay. VENGENCE. Okay. VENGNC. All right. And not with the A. Without the A. So now the vengeance is spelled with an A. All right. This looks really strange to me. The way it's spelled. So, yeah. It's spelled like this now. An A. All right. Just thought I'd share that. I was curious what people remember.
Yep. Hebrew said, I just put out 3 videos with vengeance in the title.
Yeah. That's a new one for me. Anyway. All right. Sandy, do you want me to go to a next? Well, how about Mona Lisa?
Sure. We were talking about Mona Lisa last night. And
Yes. There's a couple things Mona Lisa's background has changed, but not only that, Sandy noticed, and I know this, the background has changed a lot for everyone in different ways. Okay.
so this is residue of how I remember her clothing.
And her
Looking
clothing.
more like this.
Okay, this is how it is.
This is the residue.
Okay, this is how it is now.
Now, that's the 2 things on that I noticed that were off. I don't know if you can zoom in.
All right, here it is. Yeah, this thing on her shoulder.
Yeah. It looks like a hard clip or something. There's something weird on her shoulder that wasn't there. And that spun robe thing like a cape. I don't remember it that thick. I don't remember that at all.
Okay, and here she's circled these to show.
The new changes that I see.
Yeah.
And Gerald Neal is asking, has there always been a zillion variations of the Mona Lisa? I mean, yes, in my research of trying to find a smile in the beginning, because people will tend to imitate the famous artist. So when you're drawing like art students, sometimes we would get assignments from our teachers to take one of the master's works and make it our own. And people mock it. Like there's an image of Whoopi Goldberg as Mona Lisa. There's all sorts of weird things. But like this is a copy. This is not the Mona Lisa. This is somebody else painting the Mona Lisa. So
Okay.
yeah, I do think there were always a million variations, but the
Apparently
original is
the
changing.
background has changed too. Look at that right over here. Looks odd that it's
And do you
but
guys
anyone
remember?
noticed?
Yeah, you tell them if they've ever noticed that before.
Yeah, can anyone see any background changes?
Well, no, I want to ask them if they ever noticed that there's a river in the background now. Do you guys remember a river behind her? Because there's a river behind her now. That windy path leads to a river. Yes, wizardry. The bridge is new. Theresa reminded us yesterday.
Bridge.
No river, LOL. Can you zoom in right behind her hair on the left? The river. Show them the river. Preliminal says yes. He remembers a river, but not as clear. You can clearly see the river right there beyond the tree or rock things next to the windy road. It's even blue now. It's a blue river. Yeah, there's a lot. The whole background was like muddy and almost shapeless for me, and now it's so detailed. And yeah, the part on the right is super defined now. I agree. Wizardry said it looks like she's losing. She's getting like a female pattern baldness. Her hairline's receding.
Yeah, really. But yeah, this is residue of how her thing would be on her shoulder. See, it's not the same as the other one.
It's not as thick, and there's that thing on her arm isn't
Oh, look
there.
at the background, slightly different too.
Yeah, it is. It's darker. It's less defined.
Yeah. All right.
I don't even know if folders are left up there. Just pick a folder we didn't talk about.
All right. Okay, I think I saw one. Okay, Bailey's fitness, something fitness.
Oh, Bally's. Yes, I covered that on Mandela Monday. But do you guys remember Bally or Bally's Total Fitness? Bally or Bally's? Because I remember Bally's, and when we covered it on Mandela Monday, Dan went to the newspapers and actually found the logo, which shouldn't exist because it's always been Bally. And we're going to get to that logo in a minute. But this is residue that Theresa found. And I found. Showing that it was Bally's. Rich, you remember LLEYS? That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Gerald Neal, Bally's has been closed down since 2016. Do you mean worked there? There's the actual logo, guys, that Dan found on newspapers.com. Or should I say he was busy reading and I told him to look down at the corner. But that's what it's always been, Bally Total Fitness. Good night, Hebrew. Thanks for coming by. Tobin Schwing was a member at Bally's in 92. I mean, there's so much residue for Bally's, guys. Bally's Casino is still open, and it is Bally's. I mean, it's everything. This is the founder of Bally's Total Fitness. Can you believe he's 82 years old? Look at that, August 20th, 2012. I vaguely remember the changeover to Bally Sports Clubs. I think that was a different, like it was either bigger or smaller. I think it was bigger though. The plaintiff, Bally's, a federally registered trademark. Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I remember Bally's Fitness.
So I know there's more folders, but I don't know what's in them. Let me see. Scroll down slowly, and I'll look as you're scrolling. We covered Von Perlman.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that one right there. Stop. Next Epcot. I just want to show the logo for this because it's wrong. Rockford Fosgate. Guys, they make speakers. My ex-husband got speakers. He was one of those people that needed a system in his car.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really wild. What is that?
It's been like that since the 70s.
Oh, no way.
I did find an image of how I remember the logo on a speaker from, I think, either the late 60s or early 70s, but it's been like that since I was born. I mean, the T's cut off, everything's merged, the R and the F, I just can't. The O and the C is one letter. ROC. The K and the F is merged. Now, there we go. Fosgate. You see how that is?
Oh, and I couldn't even read it before. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. I remember Rockford Fosgate looking like that other one. Now it looks like this, and it's just weird.
Yeah, it is. Very weird.
Oh, wow.
Theresa, you're still here? Amazing.
Yeah, I'm here.
You stayed.
I'm keeping my phone. That's because I'm not moving my phone around.
Discipline.
Yeah, don't move
Sitting
your
down.
phone around at all. Yeah, keep it still.
Okay.
All right, scroll down. I'm trying to see if there's anything we missed. Just scroll slowly, please, so I can read.
Funny.
We may have covered everything. I gotta look. Keep going. Oh no, Charlie's right there, next to We the People, the red one.
Okay.
Theresa, this is you. Charlie's. Never heard of it, so you
Okay.
got to talk about it.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, guys. I was at the mall earlier today at the food court, and I went to get a cheesesteak, and I happened to look up at the sign, and the comma that I remember is no longer there.
She
So
means,
I was
wait, let me
asking
interrupt. Let me interrupt. She means an apostrophe, not a comma.
oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
apostrophe.
It's okay.
And now it's not there. And I even asked somebody who actually drives a local bus there. It's actually like a handicap thing. And they eat there all the time, and they said they remember the apostrophe.
Oh, wow.
And we got some residue to show. And it's missing, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. I'm at the mall eating, looking around, and of course I run into a Mandela effect, It's no ignoring it.
Okay, here's one here. See this?
Yeah, I remember it. Strange one for me, guys.
Yeah. I've never heard of this place, but I come from the land of cheesesteaks, where we get them in actual pizza places, and we don't really have
Yep.
chains for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is a huge personal one, so but I would share it.
And I gotta tell you, every image I've seen of those cheesesteaks, they're nothing like Philly cheesesteaks. So I don't understand. I don't understand.
Hmm.
Same PG2424, same. Okay, you have to type in LGS6 because you're pulling up other folders. That could be why they're not all there. Go to the search bar at the top, type in LGS6, and hit return. And then on the top right, it should say view all albums. Oh, wait, no, why is yours doing that? That's not right.
Here, all I have to do really is just refresh the page. So go back and
Okay, that's weird. When I do LGS6, it only shows my albums. That's weird. I'm going to just hope I don't get kicked out, go to Flickr, and make sure we covered everything.
All right.
In 1 second. I'm going to go to my Flickr on the iPad. Yeah, we've covered everything.
You sure?
Unless you have anything else to cover. I'm sure.
Right.
Unless you have anything you want to cover.
No, I was
Get
just
it,
gonna
Sandy?
wondering if this may be an old one, but do y'all remember this? The seat. Okay, seat of forgetting and remembering.
I've never heard of this.
Okay,
So you gotta
I'll
tell
go
me
look
about
it up right now. I just thought this was interesting. Okay, seat. Oh, there it was. Okay, forgetting and remembering. It's kind of like the Mandela effect, right? Forgetting and remembering. And it's these statue of these. Apparently, they're in purgatory. These these faces. Sculptures, sorry, yeah.
And that's what it reminded. That's what this is. Okay. I was telling you that it reminded me of what dreams may come.
Yeah. So something that I've never heard of. And now it's this meaningful thing. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, and you said this looked familiar, Sandy, and yeah.
Yeah. Guys, before you go, if you can, head over to Carla Redpill's channel and subscribe. I'm going to be putting a link to her channel in the chat, and it should be in the description, right? Curiouser?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a link to her channel and put it in the chat for everybody. If that's easier for
Okay.
them.
Sounds good.
But it'll be in the description for anybody watching it at a later time.
Right. All right.
All right, guys. Well,
Good night, wizardry.
we appreciate everybody coming. Thank you very
We're
much.
out, I guess. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It's been a great show. And like I said, I know I say this after each show, but I'm going to get a video out there here soon. Sorry, it's just been a little rough for me, hectic and all that. So, yeah. Okay, then everyone, good night.
Good night,
And
everybody.
then-
Thank you again
Good night,
to Carla
everyone.
for coming on the show.
Thank you, Carla.
Yes, thank you, Carla.
Thank
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Good night, guys.